Android application project that can search for your car. I don't have a beacon at home, so I will be using a light blue app in an iPhone that would act as a beacon or a peripheral. It can also broadcast radio signal through the use of BLE or Bluetooth Low Energy. Creating this project. First is we're gonna set up Google Maps. Next is we're gonna set up the GPS by implementing the location listener. Third is we're gonna set up the BLE or the Bluetooth Low Energy that has been developed specifically to facilitate the Internet of Things. Android Studio, and then let's create a new project. And then let's click on Google Maps. Show the Google Maps on the screen of our phone, we need to create a Google Maps API key. So we need to go to Android manifest file on the project and then go to this link. So we need to copy it and paste it on the browser. And it would direct us to the Google Console. Google Console, we need to create a new project first. So let's click on this and then create new project. And then this can be the new project name. So I'm gonna call it my car. Okay, このプロジェクトを選びます。Create an API key. Let's click on credentials. And then create credentials and an API key. So it's now creating an API key and できました。これをコピーして、プロジェクトのフォルダに local.properties のファイルに貼り付けます。API key to a variable, and then let's save it. Video. We're gonna set this variable. We're gonna copy this and paste it here in the metadata. The restriction for the API key. Let's click on Android apps and add an item. So we need to get the package name and the SHA-1 certificate fingerprint. So we need to copy this and let's go back to Android Studio. Go to Terminal. And then let's paste this code. So we can generate the SHA-1 key. Okay, this is the SHA-1 code that we need to get. So we need to copy and paste it. Let's go back, then paste it right here. And then for the package name, we can get it on the top of our project. So let's paste. I had an extra space right here, so I remove it, and now it's gone. The error is gone, and now we can finally press done. We just need to save it. Let's go to Map SDK for Android. We're going to enable this on Google Console. We can now show Google Maps on the screen, so let's go back on Android Studio, and I'm gonna run the application on my physical Android phone. So the marker is now pointing to Sydney, Australia, because we do have a ready-made code here inside the onMapReady function on the maps activity file. So we're gonna delete this sample code. This is the comments. And then we're gonna implement the location listener. I'm gonna implement the members or the functions. And we're gonna do now the second step, which is setting up the GPS file. We're gonna add permission to access find location, and also for the horse location. A new method inside the onCreate method. And I'm gonna make a variable for the location manager. We're gonna write a code for checking the location permission on our phone. a location permission code. Permission is not granted yet on the phone. It's gonna fall within our if statement. So it's gonna call this code, and this code shows a dialog box on the screen telling the user to grant the location permission. And in order for us to get the result from the dialog box, we need to create a new method, which is the on request permission result. Okay, so we're gonna override this location permission. It's gonna call the get location method again, and also it's gonna show a toast on the screen that would say permission granted. Otherwise, it would say permission denied. Location is gonna fall within our else statement. So it's gonna start requesting for location information, and also after that we're gonna call the map. So we need to create a new method here, which is the init map method, and we're gonna get the code inside the onCreate method and paste it within that method. Write these three methods that are methods of our location listener interface. We're not gonna use them, but we're gonna override them just to get rid of the errors. The dialog box will pop up on the screen. If you click on deny, permission denied would show up on the screen. But if you click on allow, it would say permission granted. A new method for focusing the camera on the map. For getting the thread on the foreground. And in order for us to use coroutine, we need to add a dependency. So we need to type in coroutine dependency, and then you'll find the dependency here on this page. So you just need to copy and paste it in the Gradle file. So we need to sync it. Okay, it's almost done. It's in progress. The Gradle. So we can now use coroutine in our app. So we need to press Option and then return on our keyboard. First, and then after that, we can now move the camera toward desired position on the map. Put the values inside the new logline method. Okay. New camera method inside of our onLocation change method. We're gonna create a variable here for the default zoom. Okay, and then this code would show a blue dot mark on the map showing the current location. So it's gonna give us an error, so we just need to left click on it, click on this, and then let's choose suppress, add suppress lint. And now I'm gonna run the application on my phone to check if we will be able to see the blue dot on the screen. It's called every time the location gets changed. So the blue dot will follow you wherever you go. And the next thing is we're gonna remove the action bar on the top. So we're gonna need to go to the themes file and then change the action bar to no action bar. Okay, then let's run the code on my phone. Uwe ni action bar ga nakunaremashita. Bluetooth. So let's go to add manifest file and then please add these two permissions, the Bluetooth and the Bluetooth admin for the IoT. So I'm going to declare the Bluetooth adapter on the top of this of the code. And then we're gonna check the Bluetooth if the Bluetooth adapter is enabled or not on the onResume method. So we're gonna override onResume. We're gonna check if it's enabled. Otherwise, we're gonna show a dialog box on the screen for the user to turn on the Bluetooth on the user's phone. If if the Bluetooth adapter is enabled, we're gonna create a new method to start scanning. Okay, let's just test if the dialog box will show up on the screen. ダイアログボックスが表示されました。We need to create a scan filter, a scan setting, and then a scan callback class, and then assign it to the Bluetooth adapter. The scan mode latency is good for scanning a specific device. method, we're gonna override two methods. The onScan result method, and the other one is the onScan failed method, so that it would be easier for us to test later on. I'm gonna make static variables. The beacon at home, so I'll be using a light blue application using my iPhone. So if I'll be using an iPhone, I won't be able to get the MAC address because it randomly change each time you turn on the Wi-Fi. So I'll be filtering the Bluetooth the BLE device using its name, the device name. So I name it car-1 on my light blue app. So this would transmit signal through BLE. So we're gonna do a test right now. So I'm gonna turn on my peripheral. Let's see if we'll be able to see car 1. Okay, it's on now. Okay, I guess we can see now the name car 1 here. So it's being broadcast, being scanned by my Android phone. So let's see what happens if I'm gonna turn off the phone. My iPhone. Okay, it's off now, and we don't see car 1 now. な BLE デバイスが見つけられますので、一つの BLE デバイスが見つけたかったら、let's write this code. Next, we're gonna check the distance between your smartphone and the beacon. So in order for us to do that, we need to check the range, which is the RSSI. So the range would be from -23 up to -100. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna filter it until -97, because code won't run or scan if it gets out of the range. So before it gets to -100, we need to tag it as out of range. So if it's greater than if it's greater than -97, so it's within the range. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're also gonna check if it's connected. So we can do that by using a Boolean. So we're gonna declare it on the top. We will show the notification or not. So we're gonna do another variable here, show notif. And we're going to check if the car is in range. And if we would show the notification or not. So we're gonna pass these two variables inside the new method. method, show notification. And we're gonna say it's in range because it's connected. And we're gonna pass in color blue. So for the notification, we're going to use an alerter dependency. So we need to add this dependency on the Gradle file. We need to create a global variable for the latitude and the longitude, so we could get the value here and pass it to the camera. We need to get the value from the on-location change. Okay, the error is now gone. For saving data, use this class on our activity. We're gonna declare a global variable on the top. I'm going to create a new method for saving the current location. Inside the onScanResult method. So next is we're going to create a new method, the car when out of range. I already set up the markers, so I'm gonna go outside and test the app with my iPhone as a peripheral that broadcasts through BLE. So video を見てくれてありがとうございました。